Hey, oh, hi, Giorgio. How you doing? Hey, cheers. Hold on a second. Turn down my streamer here. Wow. I guess gonna relax in. Say it's going well. It's going quite well. It's going. We're gonna a short introduction. We're gonna play some flight simulator. We're gonna play the electric piano today for my music section of the stream. It's quite bright in back there. Yes, happy Sunday. I like Sundays. Sundays are fun. It's a good day. Although every day is a good day. But I do like Sunday today. My collar is out of control. I don't even care. Oh, nice. Are you? Let me refresh because I don't see you. Are you sure you're live on Twitch? Well, when you go live, I don't see you live. So when you go live, remember to click the go live button, and I'll put you on one of my other screens here. But no, I don't see you. I just hit refresh too. So yeah, check that. Yeah, it's not showing you online quite yet. But that's okay. I'm sure you'll keep making on. Okay, so yes, let's talk about quickly the introduction to today's show. We'll get on with it, okay? So the new thing in my life is this. I'm going to show it to you real quick here over my other camera. This this foot pedal that I have here that I'm showing you says LR on it. 3 buttons. I don't know why it says LR. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's got a USB connection to it. I'm not going to show it anymore, but I will be referring to it. Hey, Science, how you doing? So I'm talking about my foot pedal. I've had it for about 4 days now, and it's just suddenly got into my head I would need this. It took a while, but the thing is, it's changed my life in so many ways. And let's discuss just 3 of them real quickly. You'll see them all in today's show. One is that while I'm broadcasting live here, I can go like to my transition screen here, and which is doing the thing, and then back to my face cam here, which would normally I'd be moving here for the music. So I can do transitions, but simultaneously, I can. I know you're getting a follow. Please follow Giorgio. He wants to get to 200 followers. Oh, and here she comes. There's Mistress Mord. She's got quite a few people. So thank you for the raid, of course. It's always good to see you when you come on by. We're just getting the stream started. I was talking a little about my new foot pedal and how excited I'm about it. So I've got 3 functions already for the. All it does is act like a little keyboard extension that pumps, and you can program what keys it pumps in. But it literally looks like a piece of the keyboard, your own keyboard that's on the floor. So left key does an A, lowercase a. Middle key does a left button, or the left arrow. The right thing does the right arrow. So it's just how you program it to be used in the applications. In whatever way. As I say, the 3 things are: one is I'm going to be using an OBS. By the way, cheers, everyone. A little Diet Coke. That is the drink of the stream. Yeah, Giorgio, we'll check you out later, or watch my stream now. Okay. Calm down. We're just getting going. So that's the first pedal. The second one you'll see later during the that's the old double raid. I don't know what's going on there. The second one will be, Twitch messes up. Don't worry about it. They're not going to. They won't be handling. The second one is going to be me using it during sheet music. I know. Good for you. That's amazing. No, Diet Coke is the best thing in the world. I mean, it's amazing. And never drink it straight from the can. Always put it in a glass with some ice, and it just feels like so deluxe. You feel like you're in such a deluxe world of wonderfulness. So the second application for the foot pedal, the 3-button USB foot pedal, is when I'm playing. You'll see this later when I'm playing my electric piano. Yeah, okay. Start your stream. I'm gonna put your stream up over here, okay, on my other screen. So I'll be watching over here, okay. But I'm gonna do my stream, okay. Anyway, so the second application is to use it as a sheet music page switcher, which is really going to change my life because I was struggling to play these James Taylor songs from the books that I have, the sheet music books that I have, where I was either had the book out and I was struggling to turn the pages on the book. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just scan the pages and print them out. And then I was struggling to change those around while I was playing with my hands. And then I don't have this weird brain fart. My hands are busy. Maybe my fingers are free. Yeah, we'll come by later if you're still on. My fingers are free, and let's all just talk about me, okay? My feet are relatively free compared to my fingers, and so I spent $40 on this pedal, which has literally changed my life. And here's the third way I mentioned too. When we're going to show this right away, which is when we're playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, which we're going to start right away because otherwise we won't be getting onto the content of the stream. I was struggling to fly the V-22 Osprey. And the reason why is because you need another dimension, effectively, of control to control the angle of the pods. And when I was playing the game, and now that I have this foot pedal, and I was like, what should I use? Maybe I could use the foot pedal in some way in the game that I hadn't thought of. I immediately thought of, we're going to use the foot pedal, the two right pedals, the left and the right arrow, to control the angle in the nacelles. This is so going to make flying the V-22 so much easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly the V-22 today. But where? Somewhere interesting, I imagine. I don't fly it that much in Europe. What's going on over here? We don't want to take off from a heliport. Brussels, we've done recently. We've done most of the Netherlands. How is how about Malmo, Sweden? All right, it's a random command decision. Unless somebody's got a suggestion about where to go. Where's the aeropuerto? There's one way far away. All right, we'll check it out. So, the plan is to take out the Osprey, and whenever I am actually going to be using my foot pedal, I will make a very excited noise, like, oh my God, I'm using my foot pedal. And that's how you know I'll be using my foot pedal. Basically, it's going to be obvious. What are we going to use here? Well, we'll just use presidential. Take some fuel out to make it easier. And the other thing, I've been watching a lot of videos about, YouTube, shows about Microsoft Flight Simulator because I've been getting them recommended a lot more these days. We're going to start from a cold airplane. Basically, this is my go-to plane. This is what I like to fly probably more than anything else. So it's the challenge of starting it up and the fact that we smash it up so many times. It's just not easy. I mean, literally, I think at least 40% of my missions where I take off end in a smash. And the reason why is either I over torque the engine during takeoff to the point where it kind of blows the propellers out, or during the transition from horizontal flight back to vertical flight so I could land, I get this effect where you get in your own downwash and you get very little, you start falling like a rock into the ground and then you crash. That's also very common. And so learning not to do that is going to be kind of fun. And having this floor pedal where normally I was reaching over, taking my hand off the stick. By the way, before I was taking my hand off this joystick and moving my right hand over here to anytime I wanted to adjust the nacelles, which I'll show you in a second. Oh, it's raining. We don't have to fix that. But let's first fix the day. Yeah, it's definitely raining. All right, we're not gonna let that happen. We're not gonna let it rain on our parade. All right, so this is the beautiful V-22 Osprey. Ouch, and it is a beauty indeed. One of the most complex and amazingly capable aircraft systems, and you'll see it just does all sorts of wacky stuff. All right, let's get in here and start warming it up because we don't want to be here forever. So step one is to warm up and start your auxiliary power unit. That way we can start running our equipment, turning on our electrical systems. and powering up, most importantly, the hydraulic system, because we can start it before we start up the engines. We're going to need to move the nacelles to the vertical position. The engines can't start up in this position, or they can, but it's a bad idea. Start, get all 5 of these in day mode. And then we're going to wait. And if you look down here, there's in this middle display here, there's a red number. There's 2 zeros and a red number that's increasing. Kind of hard to see here. 3,800. There you go. Now, that's the hydraulic system associated with the APU. Now that it's pressured up, I'm going to start getting excited here, because I'm gonna push my little floor button. I push my button on the floor. See, I'm not taking my hands off the thing. I can make it go down. I can make it go up. I don't know. It's all floored. It's all on the floor. I'm not even touching. So this is the thing, and the point is, during takeoff, you need to be able to smoothly move between the vertical setting or the partial setting to the horizontal setting, or vice versa, while you're also using this to adjust the throttle. There just aren't enough buttons. So we're going to get this to vertical. And go in here, and I can check. We don't need this. Make sure it's at 90, okay? 90. There it goes. 9. Yeah, it's hard to get 90. All right, 90. And now we can start our actual engines. So engine, we start with the right engine. Go into crank mode. Give it a few seconds to crank up. It's a turbo engine. And then we can put it in start. And it will actually start both rotors. I always like to say, one of the interesting tales about this aircraft is that one engine powers both rotors, so that if you lose one engine, you don't lose a whole rotor. You just lose half your power. There's a torque transfer tube that goes across the wings that transfers torque from one to the other, so that even though we only have one engine going, then we do the same thing for here. We put it in crank for a few seconds. And then we can put that one in start. And meanwhile, the way you know they're starting is watching your panel, your mid panel here. Oops, hold on a second. Mid panel here. Mid panel here. This one down here. So our hydraulic pressure is coming up on the hydraulic 2 is for the right engine, and hydraulic 1 is for the left engine. Both are coming up, and once these both engines are started, it is going to tell us that we do want to turn our APU off. It's not necessary anymore. It's not just wasting gas, so we set that to off. And both engines have started up. That's my audio level here. Noise. All right. How's everything going? Yeah, so we're going to do a mission in this, and as I already said, the fun part has just begun. Now, one thing I can do is notice it's really hard to turn or get a pushback, which I don't need. I'm going to use my my left arrow foot pedal to make the nacelles go even further back. They extend further back, and then when I apply power and remove the brake. How you doing? Nice to see you. You came here pretty much right on time. So parking brake is off. The parking brake's down there. Got it. Now, as we apply power, we're just going to reverse out our little. We're going to in a very controlled manner here. So we don't need a pushback. And and the airfields you operate on, you might not have a pushback. But we're going to just make a turn and kind of head out to the taxiway here. That's what it looks like going backwards. This guy would not be happy in real life. But that's fine. I love how that wheel's animated there. Although it's kind of messed up. Alright, now I'm using my pedal. Yes, I did have a raid for my friend Mistress Mord, my South African friend, my lovely South African friend. Who, by the way, if you don't know about Mistress Mord, you must follow her. I've known her for years. We talk on a daily basis. So we put it that way. We're close friends. I have met her several times in person, and she is just amazing and lovely in person. We're gonna get move these forward. I'm just using my little foot pedal, so I don't have to move my hands off the controls anymore. And this is going to be even more important when we want to actually take off. Because before transitioning the nacelles during the takeoff period was extremely challenging. At the same time, I was trying to also modulate the throttle. So I think it's going to help a lot. Okay. Meanwhile, we're going to ask for takeoff permission here. And then we're going to head west.
Stirrup ground KNSH 9er with Quebec request taxi for takeoff.
All right, now we're going to move forward when we give us a little gas. Where do they want us to go? Oh, I'm sure it's way out here somewhere. But I don't know. It's not giving us the little blue arrows it normally does. We might not have to care. But I mean, where else could it be? I guess it could be that direction. I mean, the runway's got to be out here somewhere. All right, let's just ask the tower. Nah. That's fine. We'll take off without permission. No, you know, she knows how much I appreciate her, but I also like to go on and on about what a goddess she is, how talented she is, what a great streamer she is, how she is, you know, she's a trendsetter among streamers, and how just basically it's fun to know someone who is, you know, from a different country and international and different viewpoints, and yet we're not that different, and from obviously from a different demographic in every possible way, and yet we have like a lot of things in common, what we like, and I don't know, it's interesting. It's nice, it's interesting to just make those discoveries so far away. So we're going to take off and we're going to head west to check out this Malmo, which is one of the major Swedish cities. It's not Stockholm, but it's pretty cool, I think. But again, I'm just excited about, okay, I'm moving my nacelles down a bit because we can do that. We're going to move to 60 in preparation for, so you can see they're kind of moving down because I'm holding the foot pedal down. But if we move them too far down, the propellers will hit the ground. Yeah, we do. I think I'll just want to say, you know, I just feel compatible, you know. It's nice to find people you feel compatible with. Because, yeah, I think you know, most people, frankly, I don't really want to hang out with. And that they feel the exact same way about me, you know, and so I'm fine with that. So finding people that you kind of like enjoy kind of interacting with very regularly is always kind of interesting. I wonder if I just stop somewhere, it'll say, oh yeah, you're close enough to a runway. Yeah, you know, so it's not the number of people you know or the number of friends you have, it's the quality of, and kind of how kind of interesting and quirky it is, I think. You know, kind of the best friends, I think, are made between people who normally you wouldn't expect to be friends. I don't know. Maybe that's bullshit. All right, if I stop here, will it say, oh, I'm looking on the upper, this is my little ATC controller here. If I stop near the runway, usually, sometimes it'll say, oh, yeah, do you want to take off? No. So it should, first of all, it should be in the book, but don't worry about it. We'll be fine. I mean, you know, we're a military, you know, craft. What are they going to do? All right, here's the tricky part. So the other thing I did is I mapped the left pedal to my landing gear. So the other thing I can do with my 3 pedal is I can move the nacelles up and down, but also to landing gear. So they want to be down a little bit further, and then we can give us some more gas. So I'm moving the nacelles down. We're giving us some more gas. We're moving. We're lifting off. And I'm hitting my left pedal. Oh, and that brings the gear in. I'm just really excited about this stuff. And I'm holding this down. I'm holding my right pedal down while I'm looking at the throttle. So that means I don't have to, oh, this is so much easier. Oh, it is so much easier. Okay, so using the 3 pedal USB unit. So now I've got it, and I'm changing my nacelles to the flat position. Means I don't have to, I can basically take off, without having to overstress the engine. Okay, so now we transition to what they call level flight, by the way, is. So that's with, with the nacelles horizontally. All right. Yeah. Oh, cool. That's fun. You should. I don't know. Okay. So we're heading south, but we want to head west to the city of Malmo, so that we can do some sightseeing. All right. I don't think we need this up anymore. So, by the way, is this the realistic time of day, etc.? No. It's in the middle. It's nighttime there, and it's raining. So I turned off the weather just so we can kind of see where we're going. I think it's there. I think it's out here. We'll look around. We don't want to overspeed. What is my thing here? Oh, okay. It's just paused a bit. It'll be fine. It's coming back. Fine. Sorry, it's the tricky thing, and the kind of the only thing I don't like about this plane is that it's very hard to know where your throttle is, and it's very sensitive to very small changes in the throttle. And you can easily overspeed. Like you can overspeed. We're at 220, which is kind of fast, and you overspeed at about 280 in many cases, or 260. It's less than it looks, and overspeeding ends your day, ends your mission. So this is Sweden, but the fun thing is this is the closest part of Sweden to Denmark. If that's fun. Yeah, I think it's kind of fun. I don't know. All right, so we're heading west. Oh, by the way, this is the time of the day when oh, thank you for the follows, by the way. I always like to say when there's a raid, probably people aren't aware of my content kind of format, so I like to fill you in. The first half of every stream, and I stream pretty much every day, the first half of my stream is very similar content. The first half of my stream is a Microsoft Flight Simulator mission or two that roughly goes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the day and how I feel. I like to do sightseeing missions over European or other cities. So, in different craft, I have like maybe 100 different airplanes. But I do generally like this one or vintage aircraft, World War II aircraft, Mitsubishi Zero, Grumman P-40s, Spitfire. I got all that stuff. And the challenge of flying them is real. In the flight simulator, so that's kind of the fun part. We always cold start a plane. The second half of the stream, we do live music. I play live music, which is allowed on Twitch. I'm still looking up some of that stuff. It is allowed, but I just read about this. You have to make a good faith effort to play the song as the artist intended live, and you have to do it live. For example, I can play that song, these James Taylor songs live, no problem. But I can't play a recording of me playing these James Taylor songs live. Do you understand what I'm saying? Try to wrap your head around this. I can do it live, but if I were to record myself and then play myself back, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, right? But only the live recording is allowed. It's just a thing. All right, Malmo. All right, we're gonna slow down a bit. We're gonna go into. We're gonna go because I'm trying to find classical music that I can play in my break, and Twitch does not like the ones that I have that said, oh, they're free. Twitch is like, no, so I get muted during my my 5-minute break, right? So the second half I alternate between guitar and keyboard. Some days I'll play guitar, some days I'll play keyboard. Well, it alternates. Yesterday was a guitar day. Today's a keyboard day. Now I'm specifically going to do the exact same set of songs today that I did 2 days ago, which I don't do too often. But the reason I'm doing that is because I want to practice and get better at using this foot pedal to switch the music. And I made a big epiphany from last time, and I'll talk about that during after I'm done. But it's not going to be for a while since I just started. So, like in an hour and a half, if you're still going, Giorgio will raid you. And by the way, if you enjoy airliner content, he's got some good stuff going there. That's got to be a power plant right there. You can tell they're very distinctive fossil fuel power plant. Right next to a school. That's always good. Okay, so when it says, we're going too slow. Going too slow. That's all right. This plane gets a little squirrely. I don't want to get too low in it. This is the Eleda station. Hold on, we're going to pause here. As I mentioned, that's a nice design there. As I mentioned, this is the part of the show where I take a short break, or at least I pause the actual segment. Okay, Giorgio, I got you up on my other screen here, so I can say hi. I'm saying this is the part where I go to Google Maps because I don't know crap about Malmo, Sweden, but you know who does? Google Maps. All right, so we're looking there. There's that little water feature right in front of us. Okay, I see that. I see the water feature. Where's the road kind of thing? Okay, there's the water feature, and there, right next to it, the stadiums. Let me just pick that out. It's easier to see from the satellite map. Yeah, here we are. Eleda Stadium, I know, 24,000 capacity. Home of the Malmo FF Soccer Football Club. Conference and events venue. Okay. It's a modern soccer stadium in 2009. So that's pretty recent. That is pretty recent. But I want to check out, let's see. It looks like a fairly regimented city layout. As I said, I always like to see, science knows, I always have to see the soccer stadium. And that, or the football, or whatever they do for, the arena. I don't care about the specific sport. And is this an actual building, or is this a tower? What is this? What's going on here? Oh, that's a building. Look at that. Look at it. It's like it's a twisting. What would you call that? It's a twisting building. Twisting building. All right, let's check out this. Let's see what Google has to say about this building here. Okay, where exactly am I? Hold on a second. Okay, so there's that inlet there, right? So I must be right here. Oh, the turning torso. How you doing, Giorgio? Yeah, we're in each other's chats. Okay, this building is called the Turning Torso. It says office space rental agency, but I think they're basically, it's an office. We might have a cat. They show pictures here. Tourist attraction here in Malmo. If you're into modern architecture, you may love this area. That's very couched. For people like me, lovers of the good old building, it's still a nice contrast to see. You can't go into the building, but it is a nice experience. Just use comfortable shoes in Malmo. You walk a lot, according to Johanna Hort, who I'd like to meet. All right, let's keep moving. All right, so that's the Twisting Torso building right here, which is kind of a, obviously sticks out a bit, but it's cool. Obviously, it's I guess it's office, not residential, but you have great views. And there's a cool looking bridge over there we might have to check out. Okay, again, I'm trying to control this so we are at relatively consistent speed and vertical, and that's a little challenging. It's actually easier from here. Like helicopters are a lot easier to control from the pilot seat than from the outside. This has to do with kind of how the camera is moving. But we are going to land vertically, which means that at some point I'm going to be using my pedal again in order to bring the nacelles back to the vertical position without having to remove my hands from the thing. That's really, really, really makes flying this so much nicer. And you don't need a fancy, expensive flight stick. I'm just using a regular old Xbox controller. But this extra, which is like $60. I spent $40 on a 3-button foot pedal. It's got a left button, a pedal, a right button, and a right. It's all this little foot pedal, little plastic foot pedal unit. It's $40 is actually kind of expensive for what you get. And it wasn't even. It's not even a really good one. It's kind of a cheap one. So there's actually a bridge that goes from Sweden to Denmark, and we're gonna fly alongside it. Let's take a look at it. It's a fancy. Where does it go? I think it goes right. Isn't that the idea? Yes. Eventually, this Øresund bridge will have us go to Copenhagen. So we're doing the Malmo to Copenhagen run, which is not that epic, frankly. Since you can drive it, you know, we're flying it. But it's quite the. This is a viaduct bridge. In other words, it's, you know, supported from underneath. Which leads me to believe that these little suspension things are decorative. Like in San Francisco, the same thing, decorative. Maybe they support something. Huh. Okay. All right. This is the bridge that becomes a tunnel. It's really cool. So you go in it. It's a long bridge, right? I mean, you go for a long way. You go like to 20 minutes on this bridge, and then it goes here, and the rest of the way is a tunnel, and that allows for ship traffic, and for this bridge to not have to be super high. Some traffic can get under there, but any kind of thing that's reasonably tall goes through here. So you can't really see, but right there it goes under. Or I think it's here, right at the end of this thing, it goes under. And becomes a tunnel. I would like to travel on it someday, although it's probably more interesting to think about than to actually do. Whoop. Why are we going so fast? Oh, that's why, because I got a few more bumps on the throttle than I should have. Okay, so it goes in that kind of terminal building there. The cars go in and they don't come out until over here. Unfortunately, it doesn't really show the traffic. Oh, and there's another airport right over here. Okay. It will land around here. We'll check out Copenhagen a bit, since we still have plenty of time. It's got a lot of cool features to it. You can see a wind farm, there's a wind turbine farm out there, I believe. So anyway, as I was saying, I don't know what that is, but back there is Sweden, and this is Denmark. It's got some really interesting architecture right there. What is going on here? Let's take a short break. Google Maps. And see exactly what this is. This kind of building looks like a flower down there. Is the Denmark's National Aquarium. Good to know. And next to it is a Scandic CPH Strand Park. I'm guessing it's a park. Oh no, it's a hotel. Sorry, that's a hotel. The triangular building's a hotel. Maybe not. No, I take it back. The triangular building is listed as a pharmaceuticals building. The other building is a hotel, and then that's the National Aquarium. I mean, this is the capital of Denmark here, I believe. That we're about to buzz in our Osprey. How much fuel do we have? Tons. All right. Everything is good? Yeah, everything's green over there. You got great downward visibility in general. So various things are going to be things like the Opera House. It's like they have some industrial processing there. It's probably where they turn waste into electrical power and heat. This is the Opera House over there. That's pretty wild looking, at least from up here. That is a building. This is the castle. Rosenborg Castle. Wow. That looks like something. And down there is something. Museum for Kunst. It's a miniatures museum? I don't know. And look at all these just cathedrals galore. I always like to say, you know, about these cities. More cathedrals than you could ever count. This is more of an industrial area. I want to kind of see what's out here. And so we're gonna. Again, we flew from Malmo, Sweden to Copenhagen, Denmark, which is not a very epic flight by any stretch of the imagination. And the actual weather is cold and rainy, but we flipped the bits into sunny and warm for the purposes of this trip. We're flying the V-22, and the reason why is for two reasons. One is it's one of my go-to planes, and you'll see why. Especially when we land, if we survive, we'll survive. You gotta have confidence. It's got so many little moving parts and fun little bits to it. But I added this new foot pedal, and it's just changed my life in so many ways. You're gonna see in the second part, the music part of the stream, how it's also changed my ability to do music from sheet music, because now I can scan the music, put it on my computer screen here right below where I'm playing the game now. Power plant. That's what I want to check out though. Is that a nuclear power plant? I don't think so. It's really modern looking though. I'm thinking. Oh, I gotta take a look at this. Where are we now? Okay, we flew all the way down to here. What is this exactly? It might not tell me too much about it. It's a power station, yes. Very harmonic and beautiful building. Futuristic look. It was state of the art when it was built. Still fully functional. Oh yeah. Oh, here's a person who said, a bit scary. Looks like a Star Destroyer from a Star Wars. Well. Yeah, you're right. It needs cooling towers. Sometimes they have smaller chimneys, but you're right. And I just looked. It's not nuclear, but it is apparently a very large south of Copenhagen. You see the iconic blah blah blah. Heat and as usual. What's it? 835 megawatts. As usual, these power stations do something in that which we don't do in America, but in colder European cities, which is they distribute power using heat, using steam to other parts of the city, quite distant parts, using steam pipes and tunnels to keep other buildings warm. And it's since that's a byproduct of the power generation anyway, it's effectively free heat energy. So you can keep your buildings warm, but in order to do that, you have to pipe steam a long way. It's probably coal, but it could be coal, and it's probably a combination of coal, gas, and liquid fuels. It probably usually fossil fuels are multi-fuels, meaning coal is very likely, but if to accentuate the coal, they often have gas turbines which run on natural gas or propane effectively, and sometimes they also have liquid turbine, turbines that use liquid fuels. So they might have a variety of generating capacity there. It's probably it was probably basically coal plus other things. All right, we're gonna land, which means we're gonna have to start figuring out how to transition to vertical. Right, but the thing is, what do you do with the steam after you've turned the turbine? It's still hot, it's still pressurized. In America, we don't do too much with it. We just put in cooling towers. But in European countries which are cold, that heat is valuable. People want to heat their buildings with it. If they didn't have that steam to heat their building, they have to use electric heat to heat their own local steam plant, right, or something like that. So power plants that are close to a city are often used for steam generation. Okay, so one thing I'm gonna do here is without pushing any buttons, I'm gonna use my foot pedal to bring out the gear. Can we do that? And also start transitioning to vertical. So we're gonna move our nacelles up a little bit here. So you can see my cells are already moving up a bit, and the gear is coming down. And we're gonna have to start bringing up the power. I always want to lower the power, but it's a bad idea because you need to have a lot of power to keep your back wash down. All right, we want it even further up. Yeah, industrial processes, but the point is it's used, whereas in America, I don't think we need it, really. We don't really use... Okay, more up, more up, more up, more up, more up. This is great. I'm just using my feet to bring this up. I don't have to... I can still... Now I can control the throttle much better, so we can go into this kind of vertical mode without having to... Uh-oh, now I'm seeking full power, full power, full power. Come on, give me full power. Oh, it's not going to give it to me. Full power. Oh. It didn't give me my full power. That happens to me about 80% of the time. You have to start a little higher up. But that's my bad. That's why we're practicing things. So I'm just gonna go up and we're just gonna try a landing again. Because we're not gonna learn if we don't try it. And I've got a few more minutes. I had a feeling that might happen, but the problem is that you have to smoothly apply power while you're transitioning upwards. And it's a tricky trick, man. It's tricky. Yeah, I lose it all the time there. But that's why we're gonna practice it. We're gonna try one. We're just gonna do a vertical takeoff and basically a touch and land. I'm gonna actually go back to the main menu just so we can start. We can start hot. It's a little tedious to start the cold and then run to the thing, just because we're gonna be practicing landings. Actually, I think, can I do that from here? Hold on a second. I think I might be able to do that from here, from this menu here. Hold on a second. We're going to fix this. Okay, yeah, altitude. Okay, there's a way I can do this. To travel to? No. I've done this before. Maybe not. What's that nav log? Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to restart. I thought you could do that, but we'll do it from the main menu. Just take a second here. We're gonna do another landing and takeoff, or takeoff and landing. Sorry. I think as I mentioned, the other thing that's the problem is knowing what your throttle is set at, because it's at about 82 and it needs to smoothly go up to about 98. And you take several button presses to get it to go 1%. The minimum is 60 and the most is 103. So you can see it's not the simplest system in the world already. I'm sure it's accurate. Or I believe it's probably accurate, but it's very complicated. You need that number in big letters in front of you, because otherwise you're not going to know where you are. You don't have an intuitive grasp of where the throttle is. And for that reason, it still remains a very hard plane to fly in this game, that it doesn't need to be. It's just a really tiny number on the MFD. Oh yeah, maybe. No, yeah, I mean, I can move the plane around, but that's okay. I want to take it off anyway. I kind of want it to take off. It just takes a second to reset it. This time I'm starting on the runway, so everything will be on. Yeah, it says, I mean, well, except for the time. That's easy to fix. That just takes a second. We go here. Change that to here. And we turn that off. Yeah, I don't think you can necessarily slew the plane. Okay, these things, fine. All right, is this thing going? Yeah. So I mean, you kind of physically see this. This is this throttle control here, but the position that it's at is the issue. Oops. And knowing what it is without looking at it, because I don't see it here. Well, there's just a little number in the MFD there. Yeah, well, let's get out of here. Anyway, the good thing is controlling the key thing, which is controlling the cells from here while I'm looking, and also increasing is so much easier, which makes for a smooth takeoff. see the. And I'm never having to stress the engine, but it's still, you can kind of see there, it's at 99%. And if I keep doing that and do these horizontally, oops, and then too little is also bad. It's got to be 81%. Okay, now I can see it's 82%. It's a little tricky. Okay, now we can move these down all the way. Right? As soon as we get down to there. Right? Okay. All right, so we're going to do the reverse operation. We're going to get some altitude. And we're going to land right where we took off from, or near where we took off from. But again, I think the transition, the key is to transition a little higher than you want to, and then go into a solid hover. And the other thing is you're supposed to do is move forward, but that's hard to do when your engine, when you're already at the vertical. Okay. All right, so we're going to turn around. We're not going to waste a lot of time. There's nothing to see around here. We already saw it. And we're going to do the reverse thing. We're going to start transitioning the wing, the cells up. I'm not going to land on the runway. We'll land near the runway. We'll probably land closer to here. All right, so transition the cells up. So now they're coming up. You can kind of see there's in the right MFD, there's a meter that shows where they are. But you also see them moving, which is kind of cool. Right, so we got to give us more juice or we'll fall out. Meanwhile, I'm using my left button there to bring those out. Okay, more juice, more vertical. Keep it more vertical to about there. And then pull back to slow down, rather than trying to use the engine, because you want more engine. There we go. And we keep the rotors up. Just, meanwhile, I'm high enough that I'm not worried about falling out of the air. And we can keep I'm moving them up even further. Meanwhile, keeping this pointed down. All right. I think I got the hang of it. Because I think we're close to something reasonably stable there. We're going to go to vertical. Like see how I left a lot of altitude? So now I can start. Oh, see, it's already telling me sync rate. That's fine. We got plenty. Oh, see, now we're going up. So I'm managing my vertical speed. We want to keep going down, and my nacelle position, and we can kind of turn like a helicopter if we go too far. Okay, so the trick here is to watch my vertical speed meter. Once it starts, and I'm watching it very carefully to make sure it does not go higher or lower than that, between the 5 and 10 mark there. And then it'll slowly let me come down here, just like a helicopter. What am I at, by the way? 86. And basically, yeah, it's just a patience issue. I mean, it takes a while. Because, yeah, I'm just barely at the sync rate, which will cause a vortex downdraft, by the way. That's what kills you, by the way. It's literally called a vortex downdraft. It's where the engines are pushing down the air so much that that the propellers lose lift. We're getting there, though. Hold on. We're getting kind of where I want to go. Go down a little further. We are heading down towards where I wanted to land. Eventually, we'll be able to control a little better. Just small movements of the throttle make it very hard. But you can see this is what it looks like from here. But at least we're not going to smash into a million pieces. A little more throttle so we have a soft landing. And then throttle off and parking brake on. Oh, parking brake on. Parking brake on. So we're going to brake. Why is it not wanting to brake? Got it. Okay, the brakes aren't very powerful. All right, so we landed it this time, but the lesson that we learned is the transition is if at low altitude you're likely to run into that. You're more likely to run into an unrecoverable vortex ring downdraft state. It's just a technical term, and yeah, it gets you every time. All right, this is like a craft truck here. Hopefully, okay. The other reason I wanted to do this. Why are we moving? Let's move over here. I'm gonna trucks my way. We shouldn't really be moving at all. We're on the solid ground, right? We've got the chocks on. I don't know why it's kind of jerking around on us like that. Interesting. That's a weird bug. All right, but we're going to shut things off here. So, reverse operation. First, you want to turn the APU on because we're turning the engines off. Then we're going to shut the engines off. Both of them. It'll take a while. What we want this to be. Actually, doesn't matter. Make sure they're vertical. That's fine. It'll take a while for the rotors to go off by themselves. We have a rotor brake, and that will speed things up quite a bit because we're gonna fold things up. That's the other thing I love about this is this little folding operation and things like you can open the doors. We're gonna open the doors. So this door here is opening up. You can kind of see it. It has this whole procedure. Pretty cool. And the door in back opened up and shows the inside, which is pretty cool. We're going to fold the wings up, which is really wildly fun, I think. So this is called the stow procedure. So we go to our system page, select full stow and rotor lock. All right, so what is this procedure about? We are going to first move the rotors to a specific position, and then we are going to fold the rotors. Two of the rotors fold into the third. One of them doesn't move. You'll see in a second. And then we're going to swing the wing down entirely. It's wild. So they fold down, and then two of them kind of fold into the other one. It's kind of wild. And then the entire assembly moves forward. This is all an automated system. Do we need this on for any reason? Yeah, it's just saying our APU is on. Obviously, you have to do this when the engines are off. But our APU is, which is located in that thick wing section. So after that, the final action is it swings the wing 180 degrees. This is for packaging efficiency, so that it can you can fit more of them on an aircraft carrier. And like all aircraft carrier planes do fold wings, but this is pretty radical compared to that. And finally, by the way, there's one last step, which is the flaps on the trailing edge of the wings will fold down. And then you are in stow. We can turn off the APU. You see, this is what it looks like from here. There's the engine, right in front of you right there. Well, we only smashed once. Okay, so we're now in stow. We're complete. So our final action is to turn off our MFDs. Off, please. Off. And turn off the APU finally. And turn off your batteries. That's a cold airplane. And we could, by the way, we can reverse this procedure and start it up. I just don't want to. We've already flown it enough. And we're about an hour in. And you guys know what that means. It means it's basically time to get to the second half of the show. The second half of the show is going to be, wow, well, that's a cool looking airplane. Anyway, well, there's no music yet. So give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to bring my piano in. I'm going to do what I did last 2 days ago, which is these James Taylor electric songs. Okay, one of the things, well, we'll talk about it when I get back to this. So thank you for sticking with me for the first half of the show. Thank you. If you're looking for the live music half, that will be commencing very shortly. First time I will not have accidentally moved Oops. Sorry. I should have muted that. Okay, welcome back. Thanks for your patience as I bring my little piano in here. Seems awfully bright. I want to check one thing here. Real quick, just check my Brio settings. That's better. Hopefully it'll stay there. Gonna warm up a little bit. A little warm up. This is my warm up. Just a little bit like that, maybe. Alrighty. So, how's everyone doing on this beautiful Sunday? We had a first half of the show. We flew around. We smashed once, which is typical. I'm not gonna sit here and claim that I never crash my planes. Okay, I crash my planes. It happens. I smashed. If you're on the YouTubes, I am watching the chat. Somebody said here, I gameplay only. When Mom tells you to put away your toys, I believe he was referring to me stowing the Osprey V22 there. It is like a fantastic toy to play with, though. So, yeah. So what we're doing here is the thing that we're doing differently is very subtle, and you won't be able to tell the difference. 2 days ago, I played these songs, and I'm going to bring this up here so you can see what it looks like. You can see my desktop at the top, and then it says another day. That's the sheet music that we're going to play here. And I can sing, but the point is, I have this new foot switch, and I can use my right foot now to switch between. Oh, okay, hold on. Oops, sorry, that was my bad. I have to set it to the correct. I have to move this. Okay. What's it doing? Oh yeah, okay, it's on transitions. Perfect. All right, it's working. Well, let me go back to here though. Okay, as long as I play. Okay, go back to Rocksmith, but then click here. I have to click away from OBS so that it won't do the scene switching thing, which is another feature that I like it doing under certain circumstances, and I can control that. Okay, so another day, page 2, 8, page 9, and then it goes to page 90, and then another song. But previously, sorry, what was the different thing between today and 2 days ago? I had my USB pedal on the left side, and I was using my left foot to change scenes, change pages. My right foot to be the expression pedal. And what I realized, this is my epiphany, is that occasionally I was trying to use my right foot moving my, unconsciously wanting to switch pages with my right foot. And it was my left foot shouldn't do anything. I'm right-handed. I'm right-footed. I'm gonna use my right foot to both do the expression, so this kind of stuff, but also to switch pages. And I'm just gonna deal with it because my right foot is talented. Is the idea. So this is the first time I'm trying this with the right foot only method. We'll have to see how it goes. By the way, cheers, a little Diet Coke for everybody. Hopefully. Okay, so this song goes like this. Wake up, Susie, put your shoes on, walk with me into this light. Finally this morning, I'm feeling whole again. It was a hell of a flight, just to be with you, by my side, just to have you near, in my sight, just to walk a while, in this light, just to know that life goes on. Wake up, Susie, put your shoes on, walk with me into this light. turn and face the sun. One by one, the world outside is waking. Morning light is driven away from a shadow that hides your way. And night has given away to the promise of another day. Another day. Another chance that we may finally find our way. Another day. The sun has begun to melt all our fears away. Another day. Another day. Oh, wake up, Susie. Put your shoes on. Walk with me into this light. Okay, I already like the yeah, it's not the key bindings are bad. It's just I'm overloading them because I don't want it to change scenes. But as long as I have this this here, I can use this all I want. So here's the next song I'm going to do. I'm basically going to do all. It's 10 songs. I'm going to do all of them in the same order I did before. So I just want to get better at them. I don't feel like I'm really good at them at this point. I played them a million times, dude. Is that? When I feel as though my love is sinking down, the sun doesn't want to shine. When it feels like she won't face another day, life is unkind. It's frozen in. Okay, wait, is this the wrong page? Hold on. 66. Yeah, 67. Frozen in time. These are out of order. I gotta fix this. Here comes another gray morning. Not so good morning after all. She says, well, what am I to do today? Too much time, so much sorrow. She hears the baby waking up downstairs. She hears the foghorn calling out across the sound. The repetition in the morning air. It's just too much to bear. No one seems to care when another day goes creeping by, empty and ashamed, like an old unwanted memory. No one will claim. Cloud with their heads on the ground. She's gonna have to come down. What happened here? Sorry, I lost a little audio. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Sorry. Thank you very much. I heard the sound, but at the same time, for some reason, I lost my my headphones. Sorry. She said, "Move me, just make me cry. I don't be no more gray morning. Think I'd rather die." Technically, that's the third raid I've gotten because Mistress Moore gave me 2 raids for some reason. So, no, I don't know if I still have from that one. And then Giorgio raided me, and I will definitely try to remember to raid somebody. I don't know if you'll still be online, Giorgio. Some small streamer, pass on that good juju. But, one thing I want to try to figure out here while I'm thinking about it is this song here, Another Gray Morning. Another Gray Morning, page 1. Another Gray Morning, page 2. Okay, so Another Gray Morning, page 1, fine. Another Gray Morning, page 2, I think these are interchanged. Yeah, that's 66. And that's 67. Oh no, it's just messed up. And that's 69. Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out here. I just want to fix this for next time. So, and this is probably going to be 68. No, it's 70. Where's 68? 71. So are they in order here? That's page 66. 67. Yeah, I think it must have been a naming error. Oh, no, 69. It should be 68. Got it. And so which is 68? Where is 68? Am I missing a page? Is that the issue? 66. Yeah, I must be missing a page entirely. What is going on here? Hold on. Let me go back here. Another Gray Morning. 66. 68. 67. So where's... Should in the 67, right? Oh, okay, got it. All right. So I need to do this. This is going to be 3. That's going to say, no, you can't do that. Yes. And this is going to be 2. This is going to fix this problem for next time. Excuse me for taking off a little bit off. I just want to double check that this fixes it. All right, should be easy enough to double check. We're going to do this. Why is it doing that? Okay, should be we're going to get back to the playing very shortly. Okay, we played. Okay, so another day. I just want to make sure I fix this song. Page 66, page 67, page 68, page 69, page 70, 71. See, next time it'll be all good. Okay. This song is called, we'll come back to Baby Boom Baby. We always do the song kind of last. It's so hard. This is a much easier song. By the way, cheers, Diet Coke. You know, you guys know me. I got to have my Diet Coke once a day. But I'm already liking the right hand, the right for the both the expression pedal and the moving. It's a little tricky. I'm trying to learn this. Goes like this. Took my baby to the hop last night. What to my surprise, when we got there, she hit me with the news right between the eyes. She couldn't do the cha-cha-cha. My baby couldn't do the cha-cha-cha. She couldn't cha-cha. No, she couldn't cha-cha-cha. My baby couldn't do the cha-cha-cha. Oops, man, these pedals are a little getting used to worry. I told her not to worry, I'll get used to it. They played some other dance, but we sat there for an hour and a half, but we never got a chance. 'Cause every played song they played was cha-cha-cha. They played nothing but the cha-cha-cha all night long. Even the midnight hour, every number was a cha-cha-cha. I told her not to worry, there's still one thing we can do. Let me take you by the hand tonight. I'm gonna teach this dance to you. I taught my baby how to cha-cha-cha. I taught my baby how to cha-cha-cha all night and right there, right on the spot. I taught my baby how to cha-cha-cha. Everybody loves the cha-cha-cha. Little children love to cha-cha-cha all night long, long, long. Everybody loves the cha-cha-cha. Can I play Mad World from Barry Jules? Can I play Mad World from Barry Jules? Oh man, like hell yes I can. I will do that right away. But I think we'll do it on the piano. We'll do it almost every stream. So. But I do need lyrics. I don't really, but I just want to have them up. I kind of have it memorized. Should we do it on the piano like this? I love this song. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. The tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I want to drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I feel it's kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I'd ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. I went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Looked right through me, looked right through me. And I find it kind of funny, find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I'd ever had. Find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. People run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Guarding your world, enlarging your world. Man, I love that song. I can do that any time of day and night. Thank you for the suggestion. I don't know about Lionel Richie. I'll give it a whirl. Let me look into it. There's a couple of Lionel Richie songs I can play. Let's see. Now that I'm back here, I should be able to change this. Cool. I want to skip ahead to. We're gonna get these. We'll get to this to Every Day. That's a good song. That's an awesome song. I love singing it. This is a Norman Petty, Charles Hardin song for, I think, for Sam Cooke or somebody. It's written in the 50s. Originally written in 1957, by the way. But this version is inspired by a James Taylor arrangement from 1986, by the way. The more information you needed. It's every day, getting a little closer, going much faster than a roller coaster. With a love like yours, surely come my way. Yes, every day seems a little faster. Go, all my friends, they say, go on and ask her. With a love like yours, surely come my way. Oh, every day seems a little stronger, and every day lasts a little longer. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? faster than a roller coaster. With a love like yours, surely come my way. Yes, a love like yours will surely come my way. Every day, yeah. Every day, each and every day. And it goes back to every day seems a little stronger, and every day lasts a little longer. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? Like I long for you, baby, say every day seems a little closer, going much faster than a roller coaster. With a love like yours, should it come my way? Where's the coda? Way, come my way. Okay, all right. Next one. All right, this is, oh yeah, thanks. This is my favorite song of the set. It's by Livingston Taylor. It's called Going Around One More Time. I just didn't, for some reason, this song always gets me. It's Livingston Taylor. I don't know, you guys probably don't know who James Taylor is. Livingston Taylor is his brother who kind of got into the music business because he saw James was doing really well, but wrote some really nice songs. Is a great singer and performer on his own, although I don't think he does anymore. He was never, Livingston Taylor was not as famous as James. James was always kind of very generous in covering a few of his songs. But he didn't have to be generous in this case because this is a great song. It goes like this. My heart had been broken and I couldn't take no more. Shuttered up my windows and I bolted tight my door. That's when I took one look at you and I nearly lost my mind. And I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. Yes, I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. Betty was a little heartbreaker, and I didn't quite work out. She did a number on my confidence. I was riddled with self-doubt. I said that's it, I'm through, I quit. When and we need a shade of look so fine. Now I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. Yes, I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. Round and round in circles, hearts always the same. One moment you swear you'd had enough, the next you've got to know her name. All on my own, it wasn't that bad. I was getting it as I could get. I stopped into a drugstore for one pack of cigarettes. She didn't have a quarter, had to call her cousin Kate. Could I lend her maybe one thin dime? Now I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. I'll be going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. See me going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. Oh yeah, well we know how it works. We drink the Diet Coke, and when we're done with the Diet Coke, that is, we got to end the stream. It's literally powered by Diet Coke. It's the fuel that powers this time. What is this here? Go around. What happened here? I lost my first page of this song. Where did that go? Okay, let me just do a little investigation here. That's oops. It's hello. I can see all this. It's what, did I lose a page? It's The Water is Wide, page 1, right? So why it didn't get in there? If I do it like this, it's correct. That's interesting. The water is wide, I can't cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. There is a ship. Where'd it go? There is a ship, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep, as deep can be, but not so deep as the love I'm in. I know not how I sink or swim. Oh, love is handsome, and love is fine. The sweetest flower, when first it's new, but love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like summer dew. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I, and both shall row, my love and I. It's a traditional song. Okay. Whenever I see your smiling face, I have to smile myself, 'cause I love you, love you, 'cause I... Wait, let me see if I can do that line again. Whenever I see your smiling face, I have to smile myself, 'cause I love you, yes I do. When you give me that pretty little pout, it turns me inside out. There's something about you, baby, I don't know. Isn't it amazing a man like me can feel this way? Tell me how much longer it can go stronger every day. Oh, how much longer? Thought I was in love a couple of times before,
store. That was long before I met you. Now I'm sure that I won't forget you. And thank my lucky stars, you are who you are. Not just another lovely lady sent out to break my heart. Isn't it amazing a man like me can feel this way? Tell me how much longer it can go stronger every day. How much longer? I gotta get the side. Goes on like that for a while. Okay. It has 2 transpositions in it. I keep remembering why I don't like doing that song. All right, that's the we're gonna do the catch ups now. So let's see. We didn't do we did baby boom baby, but we're gonna do Copper Line next. Jeez, wait to start on the complete wrong screen. Copper Line, James Taylor's original. Some of these have been covers too. I guess he has someone else in this. Even the old folks never knew why they called it like they do. I was wondering since the age of 2, down on Copper Line, Copperhead, Copper Beach, Copper's kettle sitting side by each, Copper Roll, Copper Georgia Peach, down on Copper Line. To Morgan Creek, leaning heavy on the end of the week. Hercules and a hug, no snake, down on Copper Line. We were down on Copper Line. And it goes back to warm summer night on our Copper Line. Slip away past supper time. Wood smoke and moonshine, down on Copper Line. One time I saw my daddy dancing, watched him moving like a man in a trance. He brought it back from the war in France, down on Copper Line. Got Bridgewater and tomato wine, creosote and turpentine, sour mash and new moonshine, down on Copper Line, down on Copper Line. First kiss ever I took, like a page from a romance book. Sky opened and the earth shook, down on Copper Line, down on Copper Line. Took a fall from a windy height, I only knew how to hold on tight. Prayed for love enough to last all night, down on Copper Line. Day breaks and the boy wakes up, the dog barks and the bird sings, and the sap rises and the angels sigh. Went back to I'd go try to go back if I could, on house, spec house, and plywood. Tore up good down on Copper Line. Doesn't come as a surprise to me. Doesn't touch my memory. Man, I'm lifting up, rising free down on Copper Line. Half a mile down to Morgan Creek. Mobley living for the end of the week. Hercules and a hook-nosed snake down on Copper Line. Oops. Back to here. Take me down on Copper Line. Just goes. Take me down on Copper Line. Take me down on Copper Line. I don't know. That's a hard song. Look, that's all I'm saying. Plus, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. So I need a back to beginning button for the particular song. All right, last one I think is, let's see. We did the Waters. Well, we haven't done Valentine's Day or Terra Nova or Summer's Here. So we'll do Summer's Here now. In fact, we'll do Shower the People and Summer's Here. We got a bunch more to do, actually. We got like 3. Or maybe 4. This one is not as challenging. It's still, all James Taylor songs are kind of hard, in a sense. So I'm definitely not sight reading all the notes. I'm reading the lyrics and the chords and a little bit of the melody. But I know the melody, so... You can play the game, but then you can act out the part. But you know it wasn't written for you. How can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. And what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone? Once you tell somebody the way that you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. Like to do to you, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Show them the way that you feel. They say it in every life. This little rain must fall, just like pouring rain. Make it rain. All right, any more songs there? I think there's another one. Summer's Here. Maybe we'll end on Summer's Here. Valentine's Day is challenging. Both hard to play and sing. Let me get my key, my pedal unit in an optimal position here. You hear that bird or something out there? Loud. Okay. All right, so this is going to work. And we're going to do this here and like that to the right. So I just want to preview that. Then 4 pages, right? No, it's 5 pages, 6 pages. Oh, good. But it doesn't repeat. Perfect. Okay, ready. This is how it goes. Summer's here. I'm for that. I got my rubber sandals, got my straw hat, got my cold beer, man. I'm glad that it's here. Summer's here. That suits me fine. It may rain today, 'cause I don't mind. It's my favorite time of the year, and I'm glad that it's that it's here. Oh man, winter time, it goes so slow. 10 degrees below, you know. Take your ice and snow and let my balmy breezes blow. Yes, the water is cold and I've been in Baby Lou's laundry and jump on in. I mean, all God's children got skin, and it's summer again. Old man, winter time, it goes slow, slow. 10 degrees below, you know. You take your ice and snow and let my balmy breezes blow. Summer's here, I'm for that. I got my rubber sandals, got my straw hat, I got my cold beer, man. I'm glad that it's here. It's my favorite time of the year, and I'm glad that it's here. All right, so that ends from the at least from the James Taylor canon today, so far at least, you know. To play one little outro song here. Oh yeah, if I'm around, I'm usually watching. I'll check you out. I got you my recommend. I always hear when you go live. Tall and tan and young and restless, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she walks passes, she passes everyone she passes. Sorry, one she passes goes ah. When she walks, it's like, what is wrong with my camera? We'll fix my camera and then we'll do one more song. It's amazing how it just won't stick. Won't stick. I can fix it right from here. Yeah, it's that camera. Perfect. Go. Well, we had a raid. We had a raid from somebody who gets a lot of kind of static viewers that tend to not switch channels. We don't think they're real people, so they're not actual viewers. But so it wasn't that exciting. We did have some real viewers though. From my friend Mr. Sport from South Africa gets several hundred viewers, and then she rated with like 100. But they're not real people. We don't know what they are exactly. I'm gonna start over. This is better. Yeah, I like this camera better now. Tall and tan and young and restless, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, everyone she passes goes ah. When she walks, it's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gentle that when she passes each one, she passes goes ah. Oh, but I want her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, would give my heart gladly. But each day as she walks through the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes she smiles, but she just doesn't see. Sure. Oh, how I want her so badly. How can I make her a river? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day as he walks through the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Thank you so much for coming to my stream today. If you enjoyed my stream today, or you were late to my stream today, some of you were late. Okay, you know I start when I start. It's early, but you know some people they got to work, whatever. You can always watch me in the VOD, or come tomorrow because tomorrow there should be another stream. I almost feel like there's dirt on this camera somehow. Interesting. Let's check that. I wonder if I sneezed on it. Anyway, so as I always like to say at this part of the show, well, at least nowadays, in the last couple of episodes, my show is a lot like a live variety show, a lot like the Carol Burnett show was in the 70s, except instead of course, Harvey Korman, Tim Conway, Lyle Wagner, and the incomparable Vicki Lawrence. You get none of those people, and you also don't get Carol Burnett, but you do get me doing this. I'm so glad we had this chance together, just to have a laugh and sing a song. By the way, the song is called Girl from Ipanema. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. And she used to do this every time. So my show is pretty much exactly like the Carol Burnett show. I'm sorry, Aiko, you asked the song and I didn't tell you. It's the Girl from Ipanema. Girl from IPA, like Panama, but it's Ipanema, which is actually a beach in Rio de Janeiro, by the way. So this is a Brazilian song by, gosh, I forget his name. My last, basically the Diet Coke is finished, so you know what that means. And I sang my little song and I pulled my earlobe. So we'll see you all next time, which should be tomorrow, roughly around the same time as always. Oh, geez. Furlise is extremely difficult. Just prepare to repeat a lot. Just play it a lot, and don't try to rush through it. It's all hard. You know what I mean? Furlise is a master. It's a little piece of master. It's short, but you could dive into it and spend years studying it, I think. And you could and anybody should be able to get good at it. It's a lovely piece. I have spent some number of hours in my youth playing Furlise. I didn't get too far. I mean, I could play it, but it wasn't something I would want to record or play for other people. But I did get all the notes right. That's just the start of Furlise. It's just getting all the notes right. Good luck with that. We'll come back. Let me know how that's going. Keep me posted on that.